What's up? How to enjoy art? Journey through composition and color. Let's dive into this painting. This might be looks just a painting and traditional and boring. You might say that, but I felt interested in some details. This is still life with quince, cabbage, melon, and cucumber. What? Why? Why the painter want to paint this? It might be the usual reaction. In this iconic Spanish painting, everyday vegetables and fruits are displayed in an ordinary arrangement, each motif made highly realistic, while the objects themselves are faithfully reproduced. The composition has aspects that challenge the viewer. Challenge, not cabbage. Challenge the viewer. The cucumber that seems about to protrude beyond the picture plane. The seemingly incongruous handling of shadow. The quince and cabbage suspended from unseen anchors through the date from around 1602 1600. The work was in the Spanish Royal Collection. Royal Collection wants the painting until seized during Napoleon's occupation and removed from the country. So it has history. Royal family wanted it and Napoleon also wanted it. That's something. It's also same. スペインの台所に典型的な野菜と果物並び、写実的、キュウリ、キャベツ、ナポレオン占領下に押収されます。スペイン王室のコレクションにありました。And suspended. Alright. Let's go from this one, right? What do you think? I want you to have some your observation or your idea or whatever. What do you feel about that? What I feel is at first composition. Let's say there's frame in frame, right? This is a frame. Also some point, vanishing point. Or is right. Vanishing point. I feel like this framing is something unusual because I feel that in other still life painting like this, it has some tables and some grape and apple. I think that's the user thing, and framed maybe here, and that's kind of things is usual things. But in this painting, it is like this is the actual life, still life, like as itself, and this is a kind of conceptual still life, or how do you think? This is like meta version of still life. Like not, this is not the actual scene in daily life, because what this situation or some gray stuff on cable, that's unusual, and I think that situation is not the point. The point is how this vegetable is written in the style, so detailed, like modern photography. And so in a way it can be not right drawing the object. I think this is showing the texture or style, and I feel more like abstract painting, like Mark Roscoe or Jackson Pollock. The how, like not what to draw, it's how it's drawn, or how to draw it is the point. So the author, the painter, was born in 20th century. He or she will paint the abstract painting maybe, but the year was not accepted that, so maybe that's why how to draw it is the main motive, and to make it acceptable for the audience in the time, I think that makes this painting. And actually the painting is really nice. It's a photography, so it has pixel, but the painting has no pixel, so even in this there's some details like pigment, or so I think that's what I think about painting. Of course, photography can go zoom, but the actual painting has like molecular things, and you can really go close to it, and it has some texture on it, so more than just 2D data. And I also interested in the description of this painting. There's a writing about there's no shadow on cabbage on here, and I think that would be interesting to think about, because you can see that there's shadow. shadow up here. Cucumber shadows. But no cabbage shadow on. Maybe shadow will be around here, or how do you think? But it will be if that shadow is not beautiful. I think that's the reason. Let's think about where the right source. Maybe some like this direction, and this will be the right will be like how can I say front of the painting, not like same line or cabbage or these objects, because the cucumber has shadow like this way, so right will be come this way. So. But I feel these are still life of the actual object, like watching real one and draw this one. How do you think? It can be imaginary drawing or he or she can draw from sketch and put things, or it can be these 3 or 4. How many was that? These. It can be. It's just my thought, but I came up. It'll be these are like A and B, and it can be like A is this like this, the still life on table, and there's the how can I say the sketch like things like this, and it can be there's another sketch painting, hanging cabbage or some fruit like B1, B2, and after making this, maybe combine it. Oh, maybe this way. Combine it and make this painting. I think that's possible things. Like hip hop mix up, right? Sampling A, B1 and B2. and make some masterpiece. And I think the painter made still life a lot, and the painter was famous for the still life, right? And this might be ordered by some royal family or something, and that I think that's possible. So by making small one like A, B, B2, and these are really good. So make some full album like that, and everyone says this style is amazing. So this painting is really famous, and your royal family buy it, and Napoleon took it. I think that's possible. So that's my guess. How do you think? What would be your guess? And what do you think about the right sauce? I think it's a collage or mix up of different sketch. I think that solves the writing source problem. What do you think about that? No, right. Alright, that's it for this still life. Let's dive into this painting. This is Christ on the cross, and it's very good, right? And I have another photo of this painting, and I really like El Greco's painting. This make it long version of human figure. I think that's what's happened here, and that makes a really dramatic situation. Oh, and now I realize one thing that I think it's this aspect will be really big, wrong, like 1, 2, 3, 3, 5, like 6, like 10, like this. I'm not sure about, but I feel it's like this kind of ratio, and that is in daily life. HD screen is, how was that? It 9 5-6, or I think that's the one, or maybe not. But but maybe HD screen like ratio, or smartphone like ratio. And I feel many painting has not that wrong. I'm not sure, but for example, 7:5 ratio. So that I feel that usual painting extended version on this painting, I got that impression. And my personal view, but I feel this is a usual ratio for most painting. And when drawing on this, it will change. Maybe this, and maybe some people or mountain or something, and so I feel it's extended in this. And also the body ratio is really wrong in here. Maybe around here, and here is extended, or it can be, but really tall, not short, tall person, like 2m10 or something like that. That kind of tall person. How do you think about that? I feel like Giacometti's sculpture, like extended and restoring human sculpture. I feel the similarity of body portion and very strong contrast, like black, pitch black. Like I cannot see anything on this. And also area the body brush stroke go this way. So that makes emphasize these straight lines. Like not curved, rather go down. I think that's his El Greco style. The brush stroke and emphasize the shape or extension. And that makes really dramatic, heavenly scene. And I thought, I'm not sure, but I'm not good at history, but the Baroque era and the composer Bach invention, composer was in the same era, and he makes like heavenly and going heaven, like going up, up, up. That's kind of composition. So I felt El Greco and Bach had some similarity, going up, and Baroque architecture is like pointed, and when people look up, really going to heaven. So that's a style of Baroque. And of course the place and country is different, but so I'm not sure how these has similarity or influence together, but the cultural similarity might cause that kind of conceptual similarity. That's what I imagined. I thought. No fact base, just instinct. How do you think about that? Of course, it can. I'm not sure. I didn't check anything, so it can be the year might be different. So please write on the comment. And repeat or close up and different angle. And painting can be like not only the thread and angles, and that might change the impression. Oh, and I didn't notice that there's a scar in here. Symbol of death, and of course negative impression, and there's no other person maybe. I cannot find it. I'm not sure what's this thing, but maybe this is skull. I'm not sure about this, but this might be the attached on the cross, so the reason he attached or crossed, reason he crossed is written, or I don't know much about that, so please let me know if you know about this. Some letters are written, and I cannot read, so I did not care much. So if you know it, please let me know. And what are these things? Can be crowd or rock, or but there's some blue in here, so it makes some light. So there's dark part mostly, but there's light on the top. I think that's also El Greco, and some Christianity painting has the open sky and white bird or angel on top, and that's a usual composition for the style. And this is his El Greco style, and really nice. This is El Greco's painting. Says white bird and divided into like bottom and top. So let's see about the composition first. At first it's clear A and B, like top and bottom. And not exactly sure, but it usually tend to bottom is like usual people and top is heaven, or something good and bad. And this is a close-up. Not sure. That what they doing? Yeah, coughing and reincarnation or rebirth, my guess. So that's difficult. Try to this person trying to listen or watch, and I cannot see it. There's people talking, and there's highlighted person, so this person might be some important person, and we can see the face. And play. And eyes go to heaven. And I'm not sure what's in here. Coughing or dead body. Really difficult. But something important, right? These people came here because there's something. and they talking about these mysterious things. I'm not sure. So please let me know if you know about it. And also there's the red cross garment, and that's a key tone, right? The rhythmical. This the red like orange like things that I think that connects the how can I say, the rhythmical connection by same color. So by using same color, I tend to connect these paints. So bottom and top are divided, but I catched from top red to bottom red, and that makes some connection as graphic information. And on top, that's bluish, blue, dark blue, like color, and that's a contrast to red, and that makes differentiate the object. And I think the other part is dark, the saturation, high saturation, or like highlighted area is here. So I feel these as some main subject. And the other things are the background, and this is additional main subject, like continuous. It continues to this, and this background is a reinforcement for the main subject. And I do not know the exact story, but the coffin-like things and the same position on top of it, so it might be the reincarnation reverse, and going heaven or something supernatural things. How do you think about that? You might know actual history or story, but what's your guess and what's your knowledge about this? And I'm not sure about these gray people. I'm not sure they are good or bad. Maybe good people, but not main character. And maybe they playing some instrument like lute or mandarin like things. And I saw maybe mandarin or lute kind of things in instrument. So playing heavenly song, church song. I cannot see what's here. And these things like black winged angels. I'm not sure why these are not white wing. Maybe when using white, it makes too much contrast and focus on that wing. So the main subject is maybe the person in center. So these wing or secondary things, so avoid to use white and highlight and eye-catching. And this white bird will be some arrival or good or so that's why maybe avoid to white on angels. That's my guess. And this is El Greco, so bottom to top extended kind of painting. This is my guess. The bottom is coughing and people talking, and they wonder what's going on, and the person on top, reborn or reincarnation or rebirth, and angel, and people. Some people has instrument, and there's white bird on top, and that's a sign of some good arrival of good. And I feel this as bottom is a human life, and top as the heavenly or heaven. And this clear division of top and bottom is really interesting. And just pure like pitch black, really dark, and that might reinforce the division, like divide A and B clearly. So I think the composition is interesting, and the highlighted or colored saturation, main motif, and the difference of saturation makes the other object as background, and that's a really great trick. that stands as the main motif. I think that's a really interesting thing. And I feel like this person will be the main character on the bottom, because we can see the face nicely and the most of part of body is highlighted, and watching the secret place. I'm not sure who is the person, but in my opinion, that person has some name. Maybe these people might not have name, but I feel this person has some name. And also, this person look towards sky or heaven, and that I think that connect the division or part A, B, bottom, top, and also this red cross connect to same color. That's like eye catch to from bottom to top or top to bottom, like connecting different part. Also the color contrast red and blue differentiates the object. So that's an interesting point. Right, I think that's it for this. Let's dive into this painting. This painting is really tall, like 2 meters or more. Really huge painting. And I'm interested in this facial expression and hand gesture and realism and black and differentiate with a tone, and also some background. So at first, the composition is, I feel, really simple, like center. little bit of twist, but almost center, but the it'll be going this way. I think that little bit angle makes some interesting effect. And I'm curious why both black the person and background maybe difficult to or pitch black is better for huge painting. I think that's possible, but or black and white mainly. This one and dog also black and white. No, and that is something special one. I didn't notice it. And dog often represent the royalty, so maybe this is loyalty to God, right? Going looking toward heaven, and the hand gesture seems like fine. That's very interesting posture, not exactly straight. I go in this way. And the tone is really similar and blend into background. So it blends into background. That's why this white clothes stands out and really high contrast. So this is kind of abstract situation, or not photorealistic situation, because there's highlight but no background, so it can be pure black studio or black wallpaper, or I think that's not usual things. And is this the Holy Bible? I'm not sure, but there's some book like thing. And this maybe white really. I'm not sure exact meaning, but the pureness. I think these kind of things. So in general, the symbolism telling the man is really good person. I think that's the impression. I cannot see, but what in here? I'm not sure. Some signature or there's something. I cannot see. I thought this facial expression is something interesting. I don't know what's the facial expression, like watching something unbelievable, something, watching God, watching UFO or watching Nessie or like try to say something but have no word. I thought that's the impression. How do you think about that? Watching really it's interesting. And let's think about the right source. Right source come from top and this way maybe. Let's right this side. So shadow here. Highlight here, so shadow here. Some shadow. And shadow on face. Shadow on face makes a dramatic situation, so that's why might be painter choose that. But in room painting studio, it might be difficult to get the lighting, and I'm not sure how they painted this. Maybe put some lantern kind of things. Well, not sure. Well, it can be imaginary writing. It's really hard to tell, but let's analyze this painting. What I'm interested in is really strong facial expression or this person's energy in a way. Oh, this is a philosopher Crates. Oh, that's why he had book or article. And pointing on. Maybe this is his book, some article. And really strong contrast of dark and highlighted part. And also add some highlight around his face that makes really eye-catching. And also this very strong highlight here. That catches the eyes. So I thought this highlight is really nice. So that stands out this painting. And we cannot see the eyes, but with a strong writing, we know he's strong. I think that's the impression of high contrast writing. So basically low light on other part, mostly low light mostly, but some highlight makes and this highlight show the highlight that shows a three-dimensional movement and highlight here. So low light makes the highlight really powerful. I think that's special about this painting. And this is the composition is really simple portrait, but the highlight is really nice, so that's why the painting is something attractive. I feel the composition is not crazy things like usual composition, but highlight stands out. That's why I'm really interested in this painting. Right. Let's move on to this painting. And I thought this is a scene from Bible, and this is written the young lady here, and that seems like bad old man here. I thought that's there's an exact scene for this. This is really looks evil, like evil person on horror movie or some blockbuster movie. And we can tell they are evil at a glance. And I'm not sure why the scene is ordered. I'm not sure. But I'm interested in the contrast of good and bad. Might be because of the writing. Obviously, this woman is good, and all the guys are bad. And maybe because of the low light and the shadows and looks evil. And the details difference, that seems a good person. I'm not sure why. The less contrast on face, like gradual soft contrast.